It might sound impossible, but what if soon all banks in the world started using XRP? It's a real option. The way we use banks now is out of date, and cross border payments are slow, expensive, and full of mistakes. This is where XRP comes in. Banks have to deal with many middlemen, and each step adds time and cost to the transaction. Ripple, the company that makes XRP, has come up with a way for banks to handle payments that could completely change the way they do business. XRP allows for quick, cheap, and clear transactions around the world. It fixes the issues that have been plaguing traditional banking for years. XRP transactions take only seconds, while traditional bank transactions can take days to process. International payments and XRP transactions are very cheap, much cheaper than the fees that banks usually charge. But the cost isn't just about speed. Several big banks have already started using Ripple's technology, and every day more banks around the world join. These banks see the value in a system that makes global payments possible. Transactions are quick and easy. As digital currencies become more accepted and backed by governments and regulators, many people think that XRPs could replace the old SWIFT system, which has been the backbone of foreign payments for a long time. XRPs set to become the link between traditional banking and the future of money. In the next few years, XRP could become used by banks all over the world to make quick, cheap, and safe payments across borders. It's not just an option, it's becoming more likely every day. The question isn't whether banks will adopt XRP, it's when they will. For decades, the current banking system has had trouble being efficient. Cross border payments are one of the main ways that banks make money, and their customers, it can take several days for an international money transfer to go through because there are many middlemen involved. Each of these middlemen adds time and costs, making the whole process slow and expensive. The fees can add up quickly, especially for businesses or people sending large amounts of money. It's not always easy to see how these transactions are going, and it can be hard for people to keep track of their payments. Now, think if banks could solve all of these problems by using XRP ripples. Blockchain technology makes sending money across countries quick, easy, and cheap. XRP allows payments to be settled in real time, which means money can be sent in just a few seconds, no matter where in the world they are going. Unlike traditional banking systems, Ripple's technology lowers transaction costs by cutting down on the number of middlemen. This means that people can send money around the world without having to pay huge fees at every step of the process. People are already taking advantage of Ripple's technology by a number of large banks. Ripple has teamed up with banks and payment companies like Santander, PNC, and SBI Holdings to show that the Ripple system is more than just an idea. These partnerships are helping Ripple get more attention. As Ripple continues to grow, its popularity in the financial world and the number of institutions that use its technology are both growing quickly. As its partnerships grow and XRP becomes more widely used, banks will see even more benefits in using it for cross border payments. Adopting XRP isn't just about making services faster and cheaper, it's also about staying competitive in a world that is becoming more digital. There's a lot of pressure to come up with new ideas, and XRP is the best way for banks to meet these needs and improve their global reach. Methods of payment: how long does it take for all banks to switch to XRP? That is the question now. It's only a matter of time before it becomes the standard for international payments. As more banks adopt Ripple's technology, other banks will feel even more pressure to do the same. XRP is more than just a faster way to send money to other banks. Less expensive option, it's becoming necessary for banks to stay competitive in a financial world that is always changing. The digital age is changing how money moves, and old-fashioned banking methods aren't fast or efficient enough to keep up. The need for faster payments, especially in the global market, is growing quickly as more banks and when companies see how useful Ripple's solution could be, they will have to adopt it. One of the main reasons for this change is that big players in the financial market, like hedge funds, are becoming more interested. Banks and asset managers are now looking at coins and blockchain technology as long term solutions. Because Ripple is already well known in the financial world, XRP has quickly become one of the best options for people who want to invest in payment systems that work across borders. Real time settlement and low transaction costs are important to big investors, so they know how valuable XRP is. Or how valuable XRP is. XRP is a reliable, scalable, and effective tool that deals with because of institutional interest and problems with traditional banking, governments, and regulators around the world are slowly warming up to the idea of digital currencies and blockchain. Some countries have been slow to accept cryptocurrencies, but many others are starting to include them in their rules. This is as regulatory clarity grows, it will become easier for banks to adopt XRP without worrying about getting into legal problems. This will lead to a wider use of XRP and other blockchain based payment systems. Our world's financial system is changing, and the banks that can quickly adapt will be the ones that do the best. As XRP becomes more used in the financial system, Ripple's technology gives banks a way to meet these new needs and give their users better, faster, and cheaper services. It will become more and more necessary for banks around the world to adopt XRP. The question isn't if banks will adopt XRP, but when they will, and how quickly they'll understand how valuable it is. Digital payments are the way of the future, and XRP is leading the way. As Ripple's technology continues to grow, we can see that XRP will soon be the standard for all cross border payments. But why is it spreading so quickly? And what does that mean for the future of XRP1? A big reason for the rise of XRP is that traditional payment systems are very inefficient. For example, the SWIFT network, which many banks still use for international transfers, is old and slow. It can take several days for money to move between countries using SWIFT, and there are high fees at each step. On the other hand, allows instant transactions with low fees, which is a game share for banks that want to stay ahead of the competition, as Ripple has shown. Banks can't ignore the benefits of faster, cheaper, and more open payments. XRP doesn't just solve the problems of speed and cost, it also allows for growth. Ripple's network can handle millions of trades per second, which makes it much more flexible than as the world economy gets more linked, old systems need to be replaced with solutions that can be expanded. XRP can handle this rising demand without the slowdowns that older systems have, which makes it perfect for the future of digital finance. Ripple's ability to work with existing banking systems is also a big plus. Another important factor is that Ripple's technology can work with existing banking systems, unlike other cryptocurrencies that need big changes to the way they're set up before banks will accept them. Ripple isn't trying to take the place of banks. Instead, it's giving them a way to improve their services and stay relevant in the digital world. This makes XRP an appealing decision for